Review and reviews.
Mr. Michael Perkins, good to see you.
Mr. DJ Demers, always a pleasure to see you, my man.
Welcome, everybody, to Reviewing Reviews, another quarantine Zoom edition. Let's cyber shake it out, Mike.
Cyber shake, guys. And make sure you're only cyber shaking because you don't want to flatten that curve, okay?
You do want to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you
flatten.
don't. I thought you said you don't want to flatten the curve.
You do. No, you did I say don't?
I don't know.
See, last episode I couldn't read good. Now I can't speak good. So
Well, throughout all the episodes, I can't hear good. So I'll take the blame for that one, Mike. All right.
you're good. You're good.
I noticed looking at the reviews today, we're going back to where it all began for Mr. Michael Perkins.
We going back to Jersey.
Jersey.
We going back. We're reviewing Morey's Pier in Wildwood, New Jersey, DJ.
Tell me a bit about Morey's Pier because I've never been and I don't know anything about it. Is that
Now,
the boardwalk in The Sopranos?
They were actually in, I think, Seaside Heights, which is they were like, Sopranos was based in North Jersey. So that was like Seaside Heights, I believe. It might even have been the Asbury Park Pier, like around there, like Central Jersey. With
Shout
the big,
out to
like,
Bruce
glass.
Springsteen again.
There you go. The boss, baby. Yeah, I think like that big board where they like kill pussy and stuff.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like that big, like, it looks like a big, like, Coliseum looking thing. That's in North Jersey. Now,
Okay.
Jersey Shore, everybody always thinks the Jersey Shore is the whole thing, but Jersey Shore, those guys used to party and fucking, fist bump and all that shit. That was like North Jersey. So we're going to the South Jersey Shore.
Okay.
So we never said the beach. We always say we're going down the shore.
Okay.
That's like the thing. You get the Jersey Shore, you're going down the shore, you're not going to the beach, you're going to the shore.
Was this like a
but
family
Morey's-
spot or a party spot or what was it like down
It's
there?
Wildwood. I used to go as a kid. I mean, pretty much every summer we would go. We'd go down for a couple. I lived like near Philly, so we would drive like 45 minutes down the shore. We'd stay at like a hotel or motel. Usually like a motel when I was a kid because it was all just motels. You're really just there to sleep and then you go on the boardwalk like the whole rest of the days and stuff,
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of roller coasters, it's like amusement park, water park. It's fun. Actually, I didn't know this. It was founded in 1969 by the Morey family because it's called Morey's Pier. So there's 3 different piers, and it has like all roller coasters on those piers and a bunch of games and food and all that good stuff. At the boardwalk, Wildwood is one of the biggest boardwalks because it goes like 2 fucking miles. You could walk the entire thing. There's also Ocean City and Sea Isle and Cape May is another one too, but Wildwood has the biggest boardwalk and it's the farthest from the water itself. So if it's summertime and you go from boardwalk to the water and you don't have shoes on, you're going to burn your feet like so bad. Because it's just like, oh, dude, it's at least like maybe like 2 blocks, maybe 1 block, I think, of just pure like sand to the boardwalk. It's
Barefoot
just like,
on the sand.
it's so far
Not
away.
Fun.
I remember doing that like 8th grade. We ended up like just having to like we got off one of the piers and we had to like run and we were just my feet were just burning so bad. I just still have like that trigger memory of like my feet burning from like oh my god, Wildwood,
Yeah,
but it's always been fun, man. It's a fun place. I was going to ask you a question too because you're from around Toronto. So where did you guys go when you wanted to go to the beach or go to the shore?
I went to a beach called Grand Bend, which was about an hour and a half away from Kitchener, which is where I grew up. And funny story, before this quarantine happened, I was doing a gig in Denver. And then the night before I was leaving, I went, Madge came with me on that trip. Did I mention this on the podcast already? I can't remember, but when we were getting into our elevator at our airport hotel in Denver, Mitt Romney was on the elevator with us. By himself. And he had just gotten an award at the University of Colorado in Denver for, I forget what the award was because I read up on it later why he was there. But I said to him, it's an honor to meet you, Mr. Romney. And he's like, oh, thank you. Where are you from? And I said, Canada, instead of L.A., just because it was kind of my way of letting him know I'm not really in the American politics type thing, you know. But he said, "Oh, Canada.
How do you feel about Prop 63 or whatever?" And you're like, "I have no idea." Yeah.
Well, he said, "My family." He said, "We have a cottage in Grand Bend." When I told him I was from Canada, I was like, "What are the chances that Mitt Romney would tell me he has a cottage in the beach town that I went to my whole childhood?" Isn't that crazy?
No way.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, but yeah.
So is Grand Bend kind of like the Atlantic Ocean and stuff? Or is
no,
it
it's
just
a
like...
lake. I should know my geography better, but it's one of the Great Lakes. I think it's Lake Ontario. No, it's not Lake Ontario. It's not Lake Erie, I don't think. It's one of the Great Lakes.
But those... I have no idea. I don't know. I learned that I can't read, as we know. But the Atlantic Ocean goes into the Great Lakes, correct? Like somehow?
Yeah. Through the St. Lawrence, I believe. The St. Lawrence River, I think.
Gotcha.
I think that's how the Atlantic Ocean gets into the Great Lakes. I think.
Okay, I love it. So did you guys have a boardwalk and stuff also?
Grand Bend didn't have much of a boardwalk. They had lots of campgrounds around there and like a little beach town and everything. But there's a bunch of different places like Sauble Beach, Wasaga Beach. There's a whole bunch of kind of little beach towns in Ontario that people would go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think that's what Jersey's known for, the boardwalk.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Like even out here, like Santa Monica Pier, like it's a pier and it is boards, but it's not really like a boardwalk where like I remember going down to Virginia Beach years ago. My buddy was stationed down there in the National Guard. And we were on Virginia Beach, and we're like, this sucks. There was, like, no boardwalk or anything. It was, like, little shops, like, selling chairs and hats and stuff. But, you know, it was no boardwalk. There was nobody hustling you, trying to, like, get you to win one of the games or stuffed animals or, like, win an Xbox and shit. And
you want the hustle.
Like, pizza. You want the hustle. You want that, like, I don't know. That's what always cool about the boardwalk. Like, Jersey is known for the boardwalk.
Yeah.
You know, and going down the shore. So this is Morey's Pier. We'll get into the first review. This is Morey's Pier in Wildwood, New Jersey, one of the many beach towns, I guess, if you want to think of it that way, in South Jersey.
Just so you know, I had to unplug one of my lights here because my computer needs to charge now. So I now look more like kind of Harvey Dent. Half of my face is in the dark.
Oh, look at
you
that.
know?
Look at
Am I evil? Am I good? Who knows, Mike?
I want it down. Yeah. You're going to flip a coin every review we do?
So
is this one positive or negative?
What does Morey's Pier get overall? What are the ratings?
So Morey's Pier, I was all over the place with this. Because I end up doing, let me pop into it again real quick. Because I went to Yelp, because some of the Yelp reviews were cool. And then some of them were on TripAdvisor.
Oh, okay.
So on TripAdvisor, Morey's Pier is getting, let me see.
4.5 circles.
4.5. Where does it say that? I can't even see it.
Up at the top, out of 1,690 reviews, 400.
Oh, there it is.
4.5 circles, and number 2 of 16 things to do in Wildwood, Mike.
Yeah, Morey's Pier. It's the biggest thing down there. It really is. It's the whole.
Well, it's actually the number 2 thing down there, Mike, according to TripAdvisor. Can you guess what number 1 is?
I don't know. What is it?
I guess it's the same thing. It's Wildwood Beach.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, well, Morey's Piers and beachfront water parks are considered a different thing from Wildwood Beach.
Oh, okay. I got you. I don't know why it clicked me off a weird thing.
Breakfast in the Sky
there
is
it
number
is.
4. That sounds delicious.
That's why it went away. Oh, there it is. Cool. What was the third one? I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out my computer. We're this is new technology for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Breakfast in the Sky is number 4. You ever been there?
What is that? No.
I don't know. It's a restaurant, it would appear. I hope so. And that's a very misleading name if it's not. I imagine it's like a tower or something where you can get breakfast. I don't know, Mike.
That's some fancy new thing, I think. I sound like an old man. That's some fancy new thing down in Wildwood, New Jersey. That's a fancy new thing.
The pictures of Morey's Piers look pretty like built up, like water slides and everything.
Oh yeah, dude. It's they've done it up over the years. I haven't been there in so many years, I think. I mean, I've been in LA for 6 years. So it's been at least that, but even like a couple years before that, like we would go down, like we go to if you're 21 and over, you go to Atlantic City because you can go to the casinos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and they have the beach and all that good stuff there. But Wildwood's always fun to go because you just kind of, go fuck around, play some games, and eat some pizza and stuff. And, Mac and Manco's pizza on the boardwalk. Oh, come on. That's the best. And then Wildwood, it's we'll reminisce a little bit a little later down the road.
Right.
But this first one coming at you is from Lab Heem, and he said rude workers. He gave it a 1 star on June 22nd, 2016. He says, during our visit, we got caught in a severe thunderstorm while on Mariners Pier. My friend, her wheelchair-bound father, and our children went into Mariners Arcade to play games while riding out the storm. The electric flickered on and off a few times. My son got very nervous. I asked to use the bathroom and was told you would have to go out into the storm. We chose to wait. A few minutes later, he vomited. Well, the employees were very annoyed and aggravated by that. My friend and I cleaned it up. A gentleman who appeared to be management gave us the supplies. We explained he was scared, and first he suggested to my young son maybe he should stand by the door in case it happened again and he could vomit on the boardwalk. Then said to him, maybe this is not the place for you. Who tells a scared child this is not the place for you when there is a storm outside and a tornado warning active? This man had zero sympathy for a child, and I have zero tolerance for that kind of attitude. I will not spend another dime there.
Yikes.
I love this review because it's so Jersey.
Who's Jersey? Which the reviewer or the guy?
The manager.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this is not the place for you.
Why don't you go? You want to go stand by the entrance? So you can just throw up outside on the boardwalk. Just throw up outside. It's not inside the store.
That part sounds reasonable. But then the second part, this is not the place for you.
Maybe it's not the place for you. To a 6-year-old kid? It's so fucking
I'm
funny.
not a parent yet, but I know when I become one, hopefully when I become one, if anybody's like rude to my kid like that, it's going to set me off. Maybe this is not the place for you? Go fuck yourself.
It's so funny. Oh, I love it. It just
Gave them
it
the
brought me-
supplies to clean up.
Yeah, here you go. Here's some paper towels and shit. Get this kid out of here. It reminded me of the scene of Goodfellas when he's like, you wasted 8 fucking aprons on this kid,
Yeah.
when the guy's bleeding outside.
Oh, man.
We gotta toughen this kid up. But it's the same thing where it's
Jersey.
like, you want to throw up outside? Get the fuck out of here, What are you doing? I love that.
Here's
so
the
much.
next review. It's a 2-star review from Heather S. out of Broomall, Pennsylvania from July 27, 2014. I have been coming to North Wildwood and Morey's Piers for 34 years. I even own a home in North Wildwood. I recently, in the past 4 years, have realized that I am nuts for bringing my small children to Wildwood's boardwalk. First of all, that rule that the boardwalk has about boys/men can't have their pants hanging down below their waist is a great one. However, whoever came up with that without a rule for girls/women must be partial. The way these young girls and women dress on this boardwalk is sickening. During the daytime, all you see are boobs and butts hanging out of skimpy bathing suits with no beach cover-ups. At night, you feel like you're walking alongside a bunch of hookers. I get so mad at myself that I expose my children to this when we are going up to the rides or water park or simply just to grab a slice of pizza. I was always pro-Wildwood, but recently I'm starting to realize how trashy it has become. Bunch of hookers.
There's a bunch of hookers on this boardwalk. No, that's Atlantic City. There's a bunch of hookers in Atlantic City boardwalk.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you're at a
That's so
beach.
funny.
You're going to see girls in bathing suits. That's really why you go to a beach as a red-blooded male.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
White-blooded male, blue-blooded male, whatever blooded male you are. I
Yeah.
mean, you're going to the beach for that.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the shit. I mean, these girls are young. They're like they're like 18-year-old girls and stuff. But, when we were like 18 to 21, that was the place to go too, like down the shore, because like you've seen like, dude, so many girls just in their bathing suits, like on the boardwalk and shit. It's just like, yeah, you're, I mean, guys, it's great. But there are a bunch of kids around too. Like we would go when we were like 5 years old and stuff, so I could see where they're coming from because you don't want that. But I mean,
what do you do though? Like tell people not to wear bathing suits at a beach?
I mean, usually the thing was like girls would wear hoodies at nighttime, but have like the shortest shorts in the world on, you know. But during the day, I mean, yeah, you're just straight up in spaghetti string, you know, just bathing suits, you know.
Spaghetti string.
Well, like they had the spaghetti string.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Spaghetti strap, I think. I don't know.
Spaghetti
I'm not a
strap.
fashionista.
Spaghetti string.
I just imagined it being like an Italian all spaghetti string bathing suit.
Like to put some marinara on that girl. I'll tell you that much. All right. Hey, how you doing? I'm a red-blooded male. All right. But
yeah, I guess the older you get, that woman or man, I guess it's a woman. They've been coming, Heather, been coming for 34 years. I imagine they're a little older. You get a bit more conservative as you get older.
Yeah, exactly.
I
mean, this
it.
is the lady. This is the lady talking though. Her husband's probably not having a problem with it at all. You know.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe
like,
that's
I know,
where her
honey,
problem is.
Those boobs and butts. I know. I'm pretty mad about it too. We should keep walking around and see if there's any more.
Yeah, so we can keep complaining. I'm very mad as well.
Yeah. I want some funnel cake. That's why I want to go to the boardwalk. Come on, honey. What are you doing?
All right, what do we got?
This next one is coming at you. We're switching over to Yelp now. We were just on TripAdvisor.
Oh, mine was Yelp too.
Oh, okay, yours was Yelp
on Yelp. It gets 3.5 stars on 121 reviews.
Yeah.
So people on TripAdvisor like it a lot more than Yelp. A full star more.
Yeah. I think it's more of a destination. That's why it's on TripAdvisor, but there were some reviews on Yelp too.
I get you.
Just to kind of just be like, what the fuck is this place or whatever. This next one coming at you is from Elizabeth D. from Fanwood, New Jersey. Never heard of that place. But I'm sure she's a fan.
Of wood.
Hello. You're with me on that journey. Thank you for that. She gave it a 4-star. Ride or die. She gave it a 4-star on July 30th, 2019. She said, "Great place, but a little bit overpriced. But I get people are just trying to make money since most of the game owners are young people. The seagull snatched 2 out of the 3 pizza slices I got. But I can't complain about that because the boardwalk can't really control the seagulls. Other than that, had a great time." 2 out of the 3.
You know, I gotta say, I hope that they snatched 2 at the same time. Because if they snatched 1 and then came back for another one, you gotta have your guard up after that first one. Second one's on you.
She gets one, she takes it, gets another one, they take it again. She's like, not again. Oh.
Yeah, but I like how chill she is. Like, you know, they can't control the seagulls.
Dude, one of my favorite memories. I do this in my stand-up. I'm not doing like a stand-up bit, but this is one of my favorite stories, and it's a true story of growing up. My dad was in a really shitty mood on the boardwalk. Right? Yeah. When we were kids, I was like maybe like 9 or 10. My little brother's 3 years younger than me, so my little brother was always just in a bad mood because he didn't win like on the water gun game and stuff and all that. And we go to the food area. My mom loves this place called Idaho Fries. So they really they cut the fries. They're all fresh, fried, you know, all that good stuff. And they put it in a big cup. And the cup's like overflowing with fries. And we go to get food, and we're leaving the counter, and the seagull comes down, and he knocks the fries out of my mom's hand. And my dad, being in the mood he was, lost his fucking mind. And he grabbed a broom from behind the fries place, and he started swatting seagulls on the boardwalk for like a solid 2 minutes. Was just swatting seagulls, just cursing at the world. My mom was like, "Mike, calm down. And he's like, "Fuck this shit." He was losing his fucking... People were walking by looking at him like he was nuts. But I will never forget that story as long as I live. It was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
That was just his breaking point.
It just swatting seagulls on the boardwalk. So this Elizabeth D just reminded me, this review hit home for me because that does happen, dude. These seagulls are ruthless.
Oh yeah,
Ruthless
and they're not
seagulls.
afraid of humans because they're around them all day long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're all just one seagull away from completely losing our shit.
So good.
Oh man,
so funny.
That's great. You know, not their fault. Nothing they could do.
I know.
Okay, here's a 4-star or 4-circle review on TripAdvisor from August 6, 2017, and it's from Howin Bubba from Key Largo, Florida. This is Wildwood. Okay, there are other things to do in Wildwood, but most people come to Wildwood as an iconic Jersey Shore destination, and the heart of the Jersey Shore experience are the boardwalks and beaches. Morey's Pier is the heart of the boardwalk. Sure, you're going to drop cash on games and amusements that greatly favor the management and promise you prizes that are worth maybe 10% of what you spent. Sometimes you just have to let go and enjoy some mindless, harmless fun. True.
I love that review. That's good.
Yeah, you're going to lose your money. You're going to win some shitty prizes, but have fun.
Yeah. It's that vacation money, man. It's that vacation fuck you money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You go on vacation knowing you're going to spend that money. Spend it and have some fun, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
I do have a hard time with games if I know they're rigged against me, though. I don't want to give those people my money.
Dude, the boardwalk games are all fucking rigged.
Of course.
It's all rigged.
Yeah.
I know they show it in like movies and stuff, but like how they like spray like Lysol or like, you know, butter and stuff. I think Joe Dirt, he did like on the ring toss, he was like spraying it to like lube it up.
Really?
To make it funny. Yeah. I think it's Joe Dirt. It's one of those movies. But yeah, dude, I mean, there's like a big spring in the one you throw the ball in a bucket, you know, it's like it bounces more on the angle and shit. It's just like, you know.
It's like casinos.
Balloons. It's like, yeah.
They're all just designed to fuck you somehow.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all hustling you for like $5 a ball. You know, it's all just, that's what it is. And those guys are such fucking, I mean, they're like selling you like, well, you want to win a prize? Want to win a prize? Come on, we need some water gun, people. Come on over here. Used to be like, you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
the water pressure's off, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
A lot of times they're like creepy too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're like, there's so many boobs and butts on this boardwalk, all right?
Yeah. I ain't complaining.
Come on over if you want to win a prize. I'll give you one anyway.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what else you got?
All right, this next one, coming at you. We're back on TripAdvisor. Gave it a 1 circle. Name is Bandwagon PA from Lancaster, PA. And he or she says, I am not awarding a golden ticket for best beach attraction. And it's expensive. A 1 star says, I am not awarding a golden ticket. It's not the best beach attraction. One haunted house ride costs $6 each. Very gory and not at all suspenseful.
Very what?
Very suspenseful.
But what before that? Gory?
Very gory. Gory like all blood and guts and shit.
Oh, the haunted house ride. Oh,
the haunted house ride.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. $6 each for a haunted house isn't that bad.
I love how this guy's giving out golden tickets, though, you know?
Yeah.
Not giving a golden ticket to this beach attraction.
Can't just give them away.
Can't just give these golden tickets away. I got to find my Charlie, you know?
No shit. I'd like to see his other reviews. Does he have some where he's giving away golden tickets where he's like, yeah, this person's getting it. Let me see what's going on with
I don't know.
Bandwagon
He's got one.
They're a level 5, a level 6 contributor.
Yeah. Peace, convenient, lovely smuggler's run, most movement. I don't know if he's giving golden tickets. That might have been his only joke, and then he was like, you know what? I'm not going to do golden tickets anymore.
Yeah, he hasn't mentioned
selection.
a golden ticket and anything else.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a reference we're not understanding. Is it just not Charlie Chaplin, Willy Wonka?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I guess you can make up whatever sort of system you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's unrecommended on Yelp, Mike. You know how unrecommended works. It's not showing up. You go to the bottom, you click on the unrecommended section in a light gray font, and you will find the secret trove of unrecommended reviews. Yelp doesn't want you to see them, but that's why we're here. This is from Tim D. from Troy, New York. 1 star on August 6, 2017. Do not play at Trivs Museum. After playing for 2 days to accumulate points and more than $70 later, we got gypped out of the prize we should have won. The boardwalk attendant specified we only needed one more ball in the basket to win the top prize. I accomplished this task, and he said it was a practice shot. I then hit it in again, and he said, okay, now one more and you are good. I was outraged about this, as he said only one more to win a MacBook Pro. We should have recorded it. It was lucky for me to hit both balls in, but that's the point. If you win, as hard as it is, you should actually win. I went to Beach Patrol since the guy only tossed me a mini stuffed animal and told us to leave, and they said they have had multiple complaints like this from Trivs Museum only. They are a chain of scam artist games. Don't give them business. Wow.
Hey, here's a seahorse. Here's a seahorse. Get the fuck out of here, will you?
Yeah. There's no way they even have a MacBook in there.
Well, that was the big thing. Like, they used to have like Xboxes and PlayStations, and they just had the box up there that was like top choice prize, you know. But
There's
you had to
nothing
win
in that
like
box.
7 in a row. There's nothing in the box.
There's no way that place actually has a MacBook Pro ready to give out as a prize. There's no fucking way.
Exactly. Because nobody ever wins that type of stuff.
No.
It's like in the crane games, dude. The crane games,
Yeah.
they always have you could win the same thing, like a MacBook Pro and shit. It's impossible to fucking win that. The thing's all like rigged off and shit.
But apparently it's not impossible because this person did win it, but it's impossible because they don't have it and they're not giving it to you.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Do you ever see Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell?
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Such a good movie. It's very underrated. You got to watch it a couple times to like get the
It
references
was during
and
that
stuff.
peak Will Ferrell era where he was just balls to the wall doing the silliest, stupidest stuff, and it was amazing.
Every movie, yeah.
Blades
like
of
Ricky-
Glory, Talladega
Glory.
Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. But there's that scene where they
The
do like
half-court shot?
the half-court shot. And he has to he's like, fuck, run. And then he gives him like he just gives him the big check. And then he comes back to him later in the movie and he's like, I tried to cash the big check. And Will Ferrell's like, oh, did you go to a big bank? And he was like, no. And he's like, try going to a big bank. It's a big check.
I forgot. That's he's got another great half-court shot scene in Big Daddy, or Daddy's Home. You see that?
Oh, I never seen Daddy's Home. No.
Oh, man. Daddy's Home is amazing.
With Mark Wahlberg, too, right?
It's so good.
Yeah.
But he does a half-court shot there, but he's all drunk, and he throws it and hits a kid in a wheelchair right in the face. It's an amazing scene. I love
Those
that
guys
movie.
are good.
That's like the most... I think The Other Guys is the most underrated Will Ferrell movie.
I love I was just going to say
So
Other
good.
Guys.
It's the best.
Now, what came first? Was it Other Guys or Daddy's Home?
Other Guys.
Because them together was just so fucking funny.
Even Daddy's Home 2 is good. Not as good as the other ones, but as Other Guys and Daddy's Home, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, they're a good duo together because
Great
they just
duo.
riff on each other so good.
Mark
know?
Wahlberg's actually really funny.
Oh, yeah. He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
With
I'm a
Will-
peacock.
Will
You gotta let me fly.
Yeah. And he talks about his wife, is it Eva Longoria?
No, it's
Is that her?
Eva
I
Mendes.
forget her name. Eva Mendes.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's just a very average. He's like, how did you pull her? What? Yeah.
And all
Just
the
an
hot
average-
girls in that movie love Will Ferrell. Mark Wahlberg can't explain it.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell dated Heather Locklear back in the day for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that movie's so fucking funny.
I love it. Okay,
love
what's
it.
the final review here,
All right.
Mike?
So, DJ, this is our final review
God damn.
of the episode of Morey's Pier in Wildwood, New Jersey, my old stomping grounds. This is back on TripAdvisor from a guy named TCD129.
Can I
back
ask
in
you a
September.
question before you get into it?
Yeah, what's up?
Were you wearing your jeans low, like before they made this rule? Did you have your jeans below your waist?
I never used to have it like too gangsta, but we had like
Gangsta.
our box. Like it wasn't like our pants did sag, but it wasn't like below my ass. You know what I
So
mean?
you weren't one of the reasons they made this rule.
No, we used to hang them low, like our boxers would show,
That's
but it
pretty
was kind
low.
of like, it wasn't like, there's some that are like full on, like they're at your fucking knees, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
past your ass,
Yeah.
Because we used to wear like, oh, dude, I hate looking at pictures of myself back in the day. Like I was so like, my clothes were so fucking baggy.
Yeah.
Like I was wearing I was wearing XL, and like I remember getting made fun of so bad because I had FUBU pants on, FUBU jeans, because they were so like they were just so like hanging low and just like, oh dude, it was just.
You sound like you were the reason they made this rule up.
Well, it wasn't low. It wasn't that low, but there were some dudes that the same thing with the girls having nothing on. There were some you seen like guys that were just like shirtless with their pants, and the pant was like all the way down to the bottom of their ass.
Yeah, you see the full ass, and then
you see full ass. I never had full ass. My shirt was covering it. If you've seen a little bit, you've seen a little bit maybe. If I like raise my hands or something, you know what I mean? But
Okay, I was just curious.
Speaking of asses, this TCD 129, his title, given it a 2-circle rating, is Super Sunday My Rear. and he says, we did a few rides, then decided to get some lunch. I spent $7 on 3 cold hot dogs with a stale buns and 2 rock-hard overcooked pretzels. The buns were so dried and stale that when my 6-year-old picked the hot dog up to bite it, the bun crumbled into 3 pieces and the hot dog fell out onto the table and then onto the boardwalk. It was horrible. We finished up lunch and went back to the rides. Now, 90 minutes later, the face painting and pumpkin tables were finally opened and packed, so we decided to play some games. We normally don't play games. At $5 a kid, the best that can happen is that one kid wins and the other one cries because they don't get a prize. Or both lose and no one is happy, so we don't usually bother. However, for Super Sunday, they offer 2 prizes for a win. Awesome, right? The sign says that you get 2 prizes for a win. 1 equals your choice, and 1 equals their choice. Okay, so big stuffed animal and a small fuzzy banana, you'd think, right? Because stupid fuzzy banana on a string is usually a booby prize. Insert your wrong buzzer here. You get your choice, which is one of 2 smaller prizes, and a lovely MOREY'S PIER cape. That is more like a rag with MOREY'S PIER written on it. What? So for $10, I get a small stuffed animal and a piece of cloth? That's really super. A super bunch of $10 crap is what it is. Thank you, MOREY'S PIERs, for the wonderful new designer toilet bowl cleaner that we now own. We really appreciate you taking our money and time again throughout the season and then thanking us by giving us a dish rag. Eye roll. My advice, maybe go during the season, but save your money on the super fun events.
Wow.
This guy, what's so funny about this is he's so like nerdy white guy because he says Super Sunday My Rear.
My rear. Whoa, settle down.
Take it easy there.
No need for profanity.
And then he said $10 crap.
What did he say about the toilet dish rag or something?
He said that you get like a MOREY'S PIER cape, and he said, he's like, thanks for the wonderful new designer toilet bowl cleaner that we now own. So, I mean, that's what those prizes are. They're just all shitty, like, prizes anyway. You know, that's why there's no Xboxes. There's no MacBook Pros. It's just like, you know, little seahorses. Like, whatever's hot that season, like SpongeBob or, you know, that used to be a big thing. Or, like, Pokemon was big for a long time. Like, you win the big Pikachu. But, like, it's just a fun, like, I mean, just play and have fun with it. You know, you're not there to, like, win the crazy shit. You're there to, like, you know, especially in high school, your girlfriend at the time, you're there to try to win her a prize and, like, you know, get some fucking brownie points for later. You know what I mean?
But people don't like feeling cheated. Those games would be so much better if they made it difficult, but when you won, you actually won. I mean, I understand that don't be so hardcore and, like, you're just there to have fun, but if you're giving someone money and there's an agreement, you would like to believe that that agreement's going to be honored if you win.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel, somebody said gypped. That's not okay to say anymore, but that's the feeling. You don't want to be cheated.
Yeah. Well, that's like the water gun games, I think, are the easiest, not the easiest ones, but usually it depends on how many people are playing. So, like, if you have, like, it says, like, 5 people, you get top prize. So if you know that, like, there's 4 people there, hop in because now you're going to get top prize. And you might be one of 5. Instead of, like, throwing the darts and not hitting the balloon or whatever else, or the BB gun, dude. You ever play the BB gun game?
I don't think so.
You gotta shoot around the star, but you only get like so many, I think BBs or something or whatever. I don't know, something like that. But you have to like shoot around, but it's impossible.
Yeah,
it's like you never win. It's crazy.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. I remember one good story I had. I think I was a senior in high school. We were down there. I still have the Mafia bear. I don't know if I have it. Like, I might have it somewhere. Actually, I can grab it real quick. I still have it out. I was trying to win this Mafia bear in the
Is
crane
it over
game,
your right shoulder right now?
No, it's over. I'll go grab it real quick after the story. But I was trying to win it in the crane game, right? And I put like $10 in, right? The crane wasn't picking up, right? And this guy was watching me the whole time. So I'm sitting there with my girlfriend. I didn't win. I walk away, and we're still like sitting right there, and she was on her phone and stuff. So this guy tries the crane. He's like, hey, kid, come here. And he's like, I'm going to go get the manager real quick. And I was like, what? So he goes and get the manager, and this guy that was after me in the crane that was watching us, he pulls out a badge, and he worked for like the state or something. He was like some I don't know, like game commissioner or some shit. And he ended up making that guy because it was under what's it called? It was under par, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't under regulation, right? The crane itself, because it wasn't picking up, so it wasn't like a proper machine. He made the guy open it up and give me and him both prizes, and then we got to walk the fuck away. So this guy pulled out his badge and was like, "This isn't under regulation. I work for the this company, blah blah blah," and we got a free prize out of it. It was great.
That's amazing for you. But I gotta say, before you get it.
Yeah.
There's no way that guy was that guy was about as legitimate as the cop at the beginning of Mystic River.
I don't know. It's just like, he pulled it out, dude, and the guy was like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah. He's like, well, this is under, it's against it, blah, 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 all policy. Let me see if I can grab it. Hold on.
Okay. So Mike's gone, so I will just say that was a teenage employee. Mike was a teenager. Teenagers are so stupid and gullible. That guy was probably just some weirdo on the pier that's cool. That's worth fighting for. I like it. That
is worth fighting for.
I'm glad that fake cop was able to help you out there.
Look at that guy, huh? Still got him years later.
That's
my
cool.
Mafia bear.
But it's a dog, not a bear.
It's a Mafia dog. Yeah, it's a dog. The Mafia dog. Yeah, whatever, same thing. He's with all my Mafia movie collection, so that's what it is.
Cool.
But that was our final one, man. What was your favorite?
I think my favorite was the older woman decrying the amount of boobs and butts she was seeing on the boardwalk. A generational divide there.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the lady that got 2 pizza slices taken away from her. That was so funny.
She was chill about it. She handled it differently than your dad.
Yeah, way different. And it's just funny to me that if she did, like you said, if she ate one, it got taken away, got another one, it got taken away again. She's like, what a day I'm having. What a day.
I love it. So. Overall, I like those reviews. I'm going to give this episode 4 out of 5 MacBook Airs.
Oh, okay. 4 out of 5 MacBook Airs.
I mean, you're not going to actually get those MacBook Airs, but they're here somewhere. Just take your fucking animal and get the hell out of here.
I'm going to give it, this place, it's in my heart. I used to go here as a kid. I always loved it. I'm going to bring my kids there someday. I get it pulls the heartstrings a little bit because it's, memories. I'm going to give it a 5-star, man.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to give it 5 seagull snatches. 5 seagull snatches to Morey's Pier in Wildwood. Fun times, man. You a big roller coaster guy?
I love roller coasters.
A lot of good roller coasters here, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Nor'easter, the Great White, the Sea Serpent, the Log Flume. Oh, the Log Flumes are the best, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to come join you there when this whole quarantine thing blows over.
Yeah, man. That's why I thought of this one, too. We were thinking of going, just because they had to close, because it's a big thing. It's a big thing where people go, so they had to kind of close down and delay the opening of it for the summer season. And hopefully it actually opens this summer, dude, because I hope it does,
Yeah. I mean, it's good. People love to go out in the summer, enjoy things like this. It's a crazy world if summer doesn't happen as planned and people can't do this kind of stuff. But
yeah,
all we can do is do what we can right now and hope. I don't know.
I'm
not a medical
I'm working
professional.
I'm working on my winter body, though. So my winter body is on par. So we don't really need summer bodies right now. So let's put that out there.
That's good. But as soon as this quarantine's over, Mike, you got to be ready. You know what I mean? You know, all you got to do is just play your video game with one hand and just do curls with the other hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Mike, being able to do this over Zoom with you. Remember, guys, we're on YouTube. You can watch this. And you know what I love, Mike? I just got to say that we're such good friends. I show up wearing my Hawaiian shirt and some weird kind of cabana beach hat. You don't even bat an eye. You don't say, hey, what's up with the look? Hey. You just business as usual.
That's my boy, all right? That's my boy right there. Right.
I was ready to go to the pier.
You I was just going to say that. You look like you're about to go to Wildwood right now. What's up with all these boobs and butts everywhere, huh? This used to be something. What's going on?
Thank you so much, guys. Check us out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever you find podcasts and YouTube. We're there. We're in season 2. We're not going anywhere, as we said last episode.
No,
so
we're here to stay, baby.
We appreciate
you guys.
We appreciate you guys listening. I'm DJ Demers.
I'm Mike Perkins.
See you next week.
Peace.
Review